This video will be speaking out to Dr. Eric Berg's son, whose name is, I believe, legally Ian Berg, but I believe he prefers to be called Ian Rafalko. But it's about speaking out to him about the comments that he's made about his father, Dr. Eric Berg. But before I begin this video, with all due respect to you, Ian Rafalko, I really don't know who you are. I don't know anything about you. All I know is the information that you share with us through YouTube videos and quick YouTube videos. Coming to you in a sympathetic and respectful manner. I have absolutely no clue how your upbringing was growing up as a child, what your father, Dr. Eric Berg, and what your mother, Karen Berg. I don't have all the details. As a matter of fact, I have none of the details, to be more specific. But whatever it is that you went through, I really feel sympathy for you. I'm sorry that you had to go through whatever it was. And most of all, I'm sorry it was a bad experience for you. And also, I just want to tell you that, having been said all that, it's not my place to judge your situation. So I'm not going to point fingers. But one thing I will say is that even though you may not like this comment I'm about to make, I stand behind your father, Dr. Eric Berg, 100%. Because as I am making this video now, it's March 2025. When I began the ketogenic diet in April 2024, I started off at 193 pounds. And also during that same month in 2024, April, I was also diagnosed by my nurse practitioner of being a pre-diabetic. So, and I knew intuitively, even before she told me that, I was eating a lot of carbohydrates. I was drinking a lot of fruit juices. I was snacking on all the time. Mostly these so-called energy bars, these protein bars. I was putting a lot of honey in a lot of things, oatmeal, coffee, smoothies. I was using honey, which is extremely high in the glycemic index, multiple times per day. So at that time, when I started the ketogenic diet, literally after my nurse practitioner diagnosed me with pre-diabetes, I immediately began the ketogenic diet. And I also, from that point on, from April 2024 to the present, which is March 2025, I went from 193 to I am now 170 pounds. And not only that, not only did I learn about the ketogenic diet, but it was through your father who taught the basic fundamentals of the ketogenic diet, the right vegetables to eat, not only the right vegetables, but the select vegetables that were low in carbohydrates, the ones that were lower in sugar and lower in starch. Because just to throw a quick example, potatoes out there could be starchy. Potatoes, peas, and corn have a tendency to be starchy and to be sugary. So also, Ian, in regards to your father, Dr. Eric Berg, I know that you and a lot of your followers will try to justify and say, which is absolutely true, according to the research I've done. No, your father is not a licensed nutritionist. No, he's not a licensed MD, but he is a chiropractor, which is totally two different things. Or should I say 3 different things, to be more specific. But I just want to tell you something with all due respect. With all the information and details that he has given us through so many topics of the videos that he's created. I just want to let you know that that stuff takes a great deal of research. And not only does it take a great deal of research, it takes a great deal of analysis to come to the conclusion of all the claims that he is making, so that his viewers could validate it and confirm it and say, yeah, that's absolutely true from an outside source, confirming to what Dr. Eric Berg has been teaching in his videos. And so, what I want to also point out is the fact that not only does he show us the books and the wide range of videos that he's shown us, but just by telling, by the way he articulates, he's able to speak and remember to recite all sorts of information. You could just tell that he's a heavy reader, he's a heavy studier, he does a great deal of analysis, and that's what it takes to make valid claims and valid points. And also, what I want to say is that with all this information that he is sharing, helping people that are probably obese or pre-diabetic or diabetic, and helping people in those areas, with all due respect to you and, your father, or anybody else in general, but specifically your father, they don't have to be a nutritionist, licensed nutritionist, or MD to study. Anybody could study. So all I'm saying is that, yeah, both you and I, and maybe several other viewers who are in opposition to this video, can agree about the fact that, again, no, he's not an MD, no, he's not a nutritionist, but as long as he's studying and keeping his information updated, him just as anybody else could study and do analysis according to ketogenic diet, Atkins diet, intermittent fasting, and do so much research on a wide range of different topics of diets. So and based on what his videos, that majority of his videos that I watch, he puts a great deal of information. He sorts it out beautifully and neatly and in such an organized fashion when he describes, for example, foods that are high in the glycemic index, higher foods that are high on the insulin index. There's videos about him describing your urine or your body fluid being at a correct pH levels, if they're too alkaline or too acidic. I'm not trying to jump into those topics because I don't want to digress. So I'm just using those as examples that that takes a great deal of time to do a research in all those areas and a wide range of topics before he could come to an absolute conclusion that this is the culprit main cause of a problem, and this is what's causing the side effects, this is what's causing people to get ill, and so on and so forth. And so, Ian, I just want to let you know that I know that you don't want to have any dealings or any part of your father, especially your mother, Karen Aaron Berg. I know that because you have said that. I'm sorry that working with your father and Karen went sour, and I'm sorry that it was. I sympathetically apologize that it was a bad experience for you. But I just want to tell you that I'm living proof that the ketogenic diet does work. And also, with all due respect to you, Ian, I don't know you that well. I respect you, not trying to judge you. But I don't like the way you talk about your father, trying to make it sound like that he's in it for a money-making scheme and trying to rob people and scam people out of money through supplements through his website. I don't appreciate that at all. Because I'll tell you something, to be quite honest with you, on the majority of videos that I've watched, and I've watched over 1,000 of his videos since last year, literally 1,000, or literally over 1,000, I should say. And in majority of the videos that I have ever watched from his YouTube channel, he has never ever tried to promote or try to push his product and say, "Oh, I have electrolyte supplements, I have vitamin supplements, I have vitamin D, I have magnesium, I have this and that," and all these supplements that he has on his websites. I have never heard him say, "I have this for this certain ailment or certain disease or whatever," and he says, I never heard him say you should try it. It's very cheap. I never ever heard him say that. And so the way I feel about your father, Dr. Eric Berg, I honestly feel that he shares his information open handedly. What do you mean by that? What I mean is that, you know, I watch all these videos on different topics, about a lot of different things: ketogenic diet, intermittent fasting, prostate problems, because I'm 49 years old. And quite honest with you, when I click on certain videos for certain topics, it doesn't cost me anything. It's free. It doesn't cost me anything, and I'm not losing any money out of it. And not only that, again, I don't. Majority of the videos, I've never seen him advertise his supplement products. Never. And in closing this video, I just want to tell you that if people want to buy his supplements, they do it on their free will because they choose to. I mean, Dr. Eric Berg, I never heard him try to shove his product down anybody's throat to try to persuade them or make them or convince them to try to buy his product. People do it because they like the information he shares, and he thinks that they think that his farm is reliable, it's clean, it's sterile, and it's organic, and those are where his supplements derive from. They come from his farm, organically raised, and that's something that you want. And also, in closing this video a little bit further, I gotta tell you, being pre-diabetic last year in 2024, 193 pounds, I just want to ask you a rhetorical question. I mean, what the hell am I supposed to do? I'm already pre-diabetic as it was. What, should I just ignore Dr. Eric Berg and continue on eating high carbohydrate foods and kept on snacking in between meals? What if I would have done that? I'll tell you exactly what I would have done that. I probably would have became a type 2, a type 3 or type 2 diabetic at worst. I probably would have ended up in the hospital. I'd probably be on medication that would lead from one side effect to another. My health condition would have worsened. So all I'm saying is that my health condition in the state that it was, I was absolutely more inclined to go on low carbohydrate, moderate amount of protein, a little bit more fat diet, along with implementing intermittent fasting, instead of ignoring them and going the other route and doing whatever the hell I wanted to do, because and going in the opposite direction, doing whatever the hell I wanted to do, and just disregarding all of his videos, I would have put my health in a very detrimental state. Anyway, not trying to be judgmental at all. I don't know anything about the relationship between you and your mother and father. It's not my place to judge. I stand firm on that. But I just honestly feel, such as knowing to other viewers that feel the same way, I really feel that he's serving a great purpose, and he's really doing it for free. Because reason why I say that, every time I click on the video, it doesn't cost me anything. But anyway, Ian, I really hope things get better for you. I know this is a long shot, but I hope someday you find peace and reconcilement with your father Eric and your mother Karen Berg. Thanks for watching this video.